Okay, well maybe it's there, but it's not, but it is. There's that root piece. I don't know. Neat piece, but what do you do with it? Could be a garden hose. Cut it here, it could be another garden hose holder. Anyways, it's there. No, it's not. It's right there. I don't see it. It's not there. So, here I am, once again, parked down by the ferry terminal to go beachcombing. It's a little bit windy out here, so I got my microphone on. Hopefully it's working. What I'm looking for today is just a little piece of wood to take home and do a Dremel carving. But I decided it would be a nice day to get out of the house. I went and chainsaw carved the bench yesterday. I carved an owl, it's not finished, and some vines on the other. I carved an owl on one side and some vines on the other side. I'll show you guys a video of that right now. The owl, I carved it pretty quick. I took my time, but I did it a lot quicker than I normally do my owls. Like I said, I took my time, but I just focused on the cuts. It was more of a tricky owl because it wasn't just a full 360 owl. I had to leave the back attached to the wood. You guys will see. And then on the other side, I carved the vines. But I got a lot of Dremel carving to do. Not Dremel carving, but I got a lot of die grinder carving to do around those vines. So it's going to be a dusty job and a dirty job. Not dirty, but dusty. So I'm not going to do that today. I decided, I had a good talk with Just Carve Rob this morning, and I'd come beachcombing, find a nice little piece of wood to take home and Dremel carve. A wood spirit. A shout out to Amy Jo. So, what I'm going to do today down here, because that's a parking lot where I parked and you have to pay, I don't want to spend too long down here because I don't want to get a ticket. But if I get a ticket, I get a ticket. But I'm going to explain what I look for when I'm down on the beach beachcombing for a piece of wood. How I decide if I want to carve it or not. And I want to say, like, you guys all know that I'm a real person. I'm just like you guys. That this last couple days, I've been in a pretty, I call it lured into the darkness. Let me see if this, let me move this microphone here. Hold on a second. I've been lured into the darkness. Helping my buddy Joe come down from Winnipeg, empty his uncle's house, his Uncle Jim that passed away. He was found passed away on his chair for 3 weeks. He had a heat blanket on him, and the house was cranked with the heat. So it was good to be there for Joe. I'm always there for my friends if they need me, but it wasn't the best experience, and it brought me into a dark spot. After Joe went home, it brought me to a dark spot, and I over-process things, I overthink things about life and death and all the nasty stuff that can happen to us. So it's good to be out here beachcombing to get my mind off all the stuff. I'm pretty well, I told Rob, I says, I'm getting up. I told Rob yesterday, I says, I'm getting up early tomorrow and I'm going carving. I'm going to finish the bench, but I changed my mind. I decided I'd come beachcombing. So that's what I do. Here's a deadly piece of wood. Deadly piece of wood. This is almost shaped like bark. Beautiful piece of cedar. So a good chance this one will be coming home with me. Now, what do I look for when I look for wood? I feel how solid it is. I look for bug holes. There's no bug holes. This piece is solid. It's Western red cedar, I can tell. It's light. I look for cracks. There's a little crack on the face there. No big deal. How do I know this is Western red cedar? Well, I've been beachcombing enough to know what's Western red cedar. A good indication is, you know, there's hardwoods and there's softwoods. I know this has been floating around the ocean for some time now. But a softwood, see the end there, how it's rounded? Just like rocks. The harder rocks on the riverbanks won't round so well as the softer rocks. So this wood is soft because it rounded really nice. The edges, don't get me wrong, hardwood will round too, but not as good as the softwood. Like, for example, see how that edge is hard? This is probably a harder piece of wood, I imagine. Or it just hasn't been floating around in the ocean as long as this piece. But man, this is a beautiful piece. So another thing too, when you're beachcombing, or if you're out in the river, beside the river in a forest, it's good to take like a hatchet with you. My buddy Tyler gave me a little hatchet to beachcombing, but I can't find it, so I brought a little knife. Joe's uncle Jim had like 20 boxes of these knives. It's plastic here, the case, but 20 boxes of these knives with like 5 knives in a box. So anyways, this is a shout out to Joe and his uncle Jim. So now, it's gray on the outside. It might look ugly to you. Like, look how ugly all this wood is. It's all gray. The grayer wood is the drier wood. It's been sitting in the sun the longest, right? If that makes sense to you, it's been weathered. This piece isn't that gray, but I'm going to put my camera down. So I'll try and show you. If I can friggin', just give me a second here. And what I find on the beach today, I'm going to go home and Dremel carve. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can get this set up. Might not be perfect, but all you do is just, so say I don't want to carve this whole piece. I want to leave this, I want to leave up here rustic, and I want to leave down here rustic, which means weathered. So make sure you go on the back of the piece and you chip it away, or where you know you're going to carve. So I know I'm going to carve right here. So you just kind of give it a couple chips. A little axe would be easier. This knife's like a saw blade. So there. Boom. There's the color inside of the wood. See that? Beautiful piece of cedar. So I know I'm going to carve where I gouge that out. So that's a good test to see if the wood's solid and to see what color it is on the inside. So let's get another piece here, for example. This piece here. It's gray, weathered, super light. See that? The hole there? It's like punky. It's just too far gone. You can carve this wood, but you're gonna spend a long time getting rid of all that old junky wood on the outside. So like, bring a screwdriver down, like stab your screwdriver into the wood. See how far it goes. Look how far the knife, is that on screen? See how far the knife went into the wood? Switch it around. Look how far the knife went into the wood. Not a very good piece of wood to carve. You'll spend too much time cleaning it up. I'll leave this piece here. I'll put a marker by it so I don't forget it. So this video will be two series. One beach combing, one carving. I'll probably do a few wood spirits on this. So like, here's another piece for example. That's solid. Big crack on it. Sorry about my fat shade. Big crack on it, but you can always carve this part of it and put the crack. I usually carve wall hangers, so that's a good solid piece of wood. And if you want, sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. There's the color of the wood on the inside. Anyways, you get my point. I hope you do. If you don't, well then, I don't know. So we're gonna walk farther down there. Just by phone here. Towards the ferries. And hopefully I don't get a ticket. See, there's my cart. It's just about being out here. I don't care how long this video is. I don't care how long the Dremel carving video is. Here's another really nice piece of cedar. So I'll look at this. My preferred wood to carve is cedar or cottonwood bark. Let me get the seaweed off this piece. What's this here? There's another piece of cedar. There's another piece of cedar. So I'll look at this piece. I'll inspect it to carve. So that looks like a crack where my thumb is, but it's not. It's cracked there. See this crack? So I'll follow how far down this crack goes. Not that far. It ends right there. So that's okay. It's cracked down there. That's the back. See how far that crack goes down. It's a nice piece of cedar, but do I need it? No, I don't need it. Here's another darker piece. See the cracks? It's just not worth it for me. It would be nice to find a unique piece of wood, something like this. So, this piece of wood is a piece of root. I can tell because how twisty it is. And you see that there? It's kind of like a dent in there. It's a good chance this is where the root, this obviously grew underground, grew around a rock. I'll find a better example. Look, Mom, it's a dragon head. It's some kind of head. There's a neat old piece of cedar. That's a neat piece. Super light too. Now I also look at the end grain. Yeah, that's a neat piece. It's all weathered and stuff. I'll leave this here. So maybe I can think of something. To carve on it when I come back. There's some old root pieces in there. Even this old fuzzy log. Where's my knife? If you don't know what type of it is, what it is, pull your a hatchet is a lot better. Get out of the sun. There, look at that beautiful color in there. First growth cedar this log is. Tight grain. I don't like carving wet wood with my Dremels because I use the Kutzall burs and they plug up when you're carving wet wood. Chainsaw carving is a different story. Here's a nice piece of wood. It's harder. I think it might be cedar. Cracks there. No thanks. Here's like a thing, a pine thing knot. That could be interesting. You carve a face where my thumb is inside there. And then flip your pieces around too, like even hold it like this. Because you'll see something in there that you never saw before. But this one here, I see a face right where my thumb is right here. That's not blood, that's just paint. And then hair here, so I'll leave that one up here too. I'm not going to leave. I know this, they'll be around right where my car is up there. But you want the really dry wood. The driest wood will be the farthest away from the water. And the lightest wood will be up here because the wood, the waves come in the fall time, splash against here, and they push the light wood up on the top. But look how gray all that stuff is. Super gray. I know this stuff is bone dry. Here's a nice piece right here. Here's another nice piece. Very, very carvable piece of wood. This piece. See, but there's some bug holes back there. But that's a piece of cedar. Let me get the knife out. Put the camera, hold it between my legs. Shoot. Well, you can just do this. Got some chips there. There, look at the color in there. But those bug holes, it's because they're on the back, might lead when you're doing a carving in the front. But that's a nice piece. And then you can see where my thumb is. See that crack? Another good way to tell the wood is by, yes, I saw that big pine knot there. There's the branch, there's a stick coming out there. Not pine, but it's just a knot. Hi, Glenn. Here's a big one. Another good way is to tell the bark. There's bark on there, so I know that's Douglas fir. It's Douglas fir bark. It can be simple as that, just by looking at the bark. Make sure my microphone's working. Yep. So it's just nice to be out here. Live your life. Rise above. Rise above. I gotta start bringing garbage bags down here with me here, but I'll throw this up here because the city guys will come along one day and clean it up. Nets or rope, that's what I see. When I see nets or rope, I'll really grab them. Make sure that the fish or the birds down here can't get caught up in them. There's a nice old piece of Douglas fir. That log there. So here's a log. I like to get pieces that are flat on the back. So look at this piece. It's almost calling my name. Because I carve wall hangers. Unless I can find a wicked root piece to carve like a total fantasy thing. Look at that root piece right there. This one's almost split already in half. Look at that crack. That's a young Douglas fir, I think. So yeah, if you have access to an app where you are, if you're not too far into the wilderness, take a picture of the bark, and there's those apps that if you take a picture of the bark, it will tell you what type of tree it is. But we got to get moving here. I wonder if I'm going to get a ticket today. I usually don't. I think they know that we're beachcombing. Or I'm beachcombing when I'm down here. They sold a little piece of cedar. Look at this piece. Cool piece, but see all that? It's rotten, too far gone. You could spend more time cleaning up a piece than carving a piece. What's this? Some kind of foam from a boat. There's a truck worker there that was just looking at me and waved. I'm going to throw this up here. Get rid of it. The sky's the limit. You know, the more it's good to have an idea of what you want to carve down here when you come beachcombing, because you'll know what you're looking for. You'll know the shape and the piece, what you're looking for. See, this is a neat piece, but the cracks, and it will take me too long to clean up. I don't want to clean up too much. I just want to get home and I want to get the Dremel and heavy hands how to carve a wood spirit. Look at this neat piece. It's a just carve Rob whole piece almost. Oh, that's a neat one. It's a burl kind of. Let's see here. I'm gonna find a log to go. Yeah, so I think this is cottonwood. See that? That's quilting in there. See those lines? It's called quilting. If you carve that, if you just sand that really smooth, it will look like there's bumps in the wood, but they're not really bumps. Let's see here. How can I set this up? Look at that. Nice piece of half a log. Perfect for carving this way. What's this guy doing? Enjoying the day? Can't stop there, buddy. Yeah, so that's a weird kind of piece. What's he doing? I don't know if he works on the ferries or whatever. Anyways, I'm going to cut into this and I'll be back. I bet it's kind of like a whitish, brownish color. Anyways, it's not a very good piece of wood, but you can see those ripples in there. That's called quilting. What's this guy doing?
What are you doing?
You're gonna get shit for parking up there.
Again?
You're gonna get shit for parking up there.
It's okay, I'll give them shit. Don't worry about
That a boy. What are you doing?
Just making sure everything's fine. You got a nice big golf tournament. You want to make everything as peaceful, nobody has no incidents at all, okay? So just gotta pull together. We have to satisfy Mother Nature. That's what we need to do.
What does a golf tournament have to do with here?
If somebody's coming, there's a lot of people from all over North America coming here, okay? If one person has a problem, Tsawwassen has a problem, especially if that person is an important person from the United States, okay? We'll have big shit to deal with, okay? So we have to just make sure we have high security and everything is good, okay?
You better move your car, man. You're gonna get shit. I don't want to see you get hit. That's what I mean. I'm just looking out for you, that's all.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care of that golf tournament.
Gotta take this crap out of here.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Good job. Keep up the great work.
Yep, you too.
Yep. Oh boy. Anyways, it's there. No, it's not. It's right there. I don't see it. It's not there. I don't know if you guys could hear him, but he was talking about there's an important golf tournament and some Americans are coming down for it. And there better not be any problems, because if there's problems, there's going to be big problems. I don't know what he was saying, but why would I care about your golf tournament when I'm down here beachcombing? Maybe I was being rude. I don't know, but I don't want to talk about your golf tournament. And I'd hate to see the guy get his car hit when the ferry is unloading. Anyways, carry on. Oh boy. Oh boy. One thing you don't want to do when you're on the beach is shit your pants. That's for sure. I'm not trying to go in your nest. Where are ya? I'm not trying to eat your eggs. Such a nice piece of cedar. I see you there. I know you're trying to lure me away from your nest. Don't worry. If I see the eggs, I won't eat them. I'm your friend. Why is my camera upside down? Yeah, I hear ya. This camera taking pictures has the best zoom. Oh, I guess you can't do it on your phone. But the zoom, where's that bird on here? You can zoom so close to the moon, you can see the spots, the holes in the craters in the moon. Where is that bird? Anyways, I'll show you guys a picture if I didn't delete it. There it is. I'll show you a picture of the moon. Okay, I'm not going to eat your eggs. I know you're trying to trick me. Yeah, when I was on picketing, my work's strike's over. The agreement has been met. So I do got to go back to work. Look at this big piece of root. Oh, that's heavy, man. That's a big old piece of cedar. I do have to go back to work. I know I say that every time, but I mean it. Oh. Here's a beautiful piece of cedar. A little bit too wet though. I don't even know if that's cedar. See that bird stop squawking because I've already passed its home. Here's a neat piece. Now this piece is a really neat piece. I don't know what type of wood it is. Hold on a second. But you can see see that? It's been damaged from something, maybe lightning. So the tree was trying to grow over some kind of damage. But that's pretty neat. There's not much depth in it, but there is enough depth to do a wood spirit. No. It's too hard to friggin' chip. Let's see. I don't know if you guys are going to see this. Okay, so where will I carve it? Sure looks like you would to me. Sorry. This is a nice piece of wood. Man, that guy was crazy. So, I like this piece of wood. Might be Douglas fir. Got some remnants of bark right there. There's some more little bits of bark. But it's a neat piece for a wall hanger. Just have to be a shallow wood spirit. We got about 1.5 inches there. Let's check out how the back is. The back is, well, you got this piece of wood here, which will break off. Let's see. Well, that might even be cedar, you know. Anyways, this might be the piece I take home and carve. I'm going to leave this right here. I think it's cedar. I don't know. You know, I'll say one thing right now. If I was more raised in the wildlife, like I'm kind of half country, half city. If I was more raised in the wildlife and, you know, chopped firewood my whole life and stuff like that, I think I'd probably be pretty good at being one of those old dudes that lives in the cabin in the forest and just friggin' leave me alone. I watch those shows all the time on it in Alaska. I says, yeah, I wish that was me. But I probably only last a day. Or when they're doing that, what's it called? Survivor or whatever those shows are. Or Alone. You think, oh man, when they're doing something, you're thinking, oh man, just friggin' go to the fucking ocean thing and grab some little crabs and cook some little crabs. But it's not like little crabs like here under the rocks. But it's just not that easy. Or they would. Now, who wanted some crab pots? Here's that crab bait thing. Oh, make sure you don't break your ankle. Look in there. Crab bait things. Don't eat it. Well, that wasn't very good. anyways. I'm really curious if you guys are going to hear that guy talking about his golf tournament to make sure everybody's safe. Haven't found any shoes yet, just carved raw, but here's a little kid's life jacket and a piece of bark, cottonwood bark. It's all ripped and it's all garbagey. Yeah, next time I come down, I'm bringing a garbage bag. So I got those 2 pieces of wood. Look at this snaky piece. Look at that piece. Look, it looks like a deer head or something. It looks like, look at the left, it looks like there's a nose. Look at that, there's a nose there and an eye. That's the eye. That's the nose. Or if you look at the other side, it's a deer thing. But yeah, it's a twisty piece of root, isn't it? And that's cedar for sure. Don't know, look at it. That's a solid, cool piece of wood, but it even does sit flat, but I don't know. I got too much stuff like that at home. Yeah, I could carve a snake if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Hi, Liz. So I'm going to do some of you might be thinking, oh boy, another wood spirit video. Well, then don't watch it. It's going to be a very beginner. I haven't decided if I'm going to carve 1, 2, my microphone working? 1, 2, 3, 4 wood spirits on one piece, or just one wood spirit. Root head. I think if I do that flat piece, thing is, you really don't see the edge, the healing part of the tree unless you really look. You know, lots of people don't care what type of wood it is, or well, look at this stone. Isn't this a weird type of stone? Maybe it has dinosaur fossils in it. Look at that stone. Yeah, this thing's like volcanic. Just kidding, I know it's concrete. Or whatever it is. Lots of limestone down here. Like this right here is limestone. You can carve that. That's a pretty cool piece, but I'm not even thinking about taking it. Kind of a cool wood spirit here. The face going this way, then the hair blasting off. Let's see. Cool piece for chainsaw carving. But I'm not taking it. Okay, we're getting closer to the ferry. Oh, nice chunk of cedar here. You can just tell This is cedar, 100%, because I can tell by the bark. It peels off. It's just about getting out there and looking for treasures. I gotta take a pee. I'm gonna take a little break. What's that here? Old cedar right here. Old cedar right here. Oh, look at this nice old piece of cedar. This is what I said. What's that there? It's carved. Rob found a thong. Found a thong piece thing. There's another one there. See that blue thing? That's a thong too. Anyways, bathroom break. I got to be real careful what I say because you're in the public eye. So a lot of the times I can't say the things I really want to say to people in comments. But this fellow beginner wood carver, he's actually getting really good, has been carving. He carved some mushrooms and he did the Show Susie ban, and he was just asking on people's opinions how to make the grains pop more. So you burn it deep, then you use a nylon wheel or the Scotch-Brite. Man, those birds. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Anyways, he was asking people's opinion and advice how to get the grains to pop more. So I left him a comment. It was a valid question and he did a valid effort on the mushrooms. Then this one dude, he's like, I don't know why so many people are burning their wood carvings, burning away all their details and all the stuff to get the grain so you can see the grain of the wood. I have 25 years experience and I have never done that yet because I don't need to. Well, aren't you a pro? I hope you're watching this video, pro. Because obviously you haven't gone for the effect that Buddy was going for and that I go for. I just can't stand comments like that. So then I had to go, Master Jones. Master Jones. So I had to go over and of course look at the guy's work. And well, like I said, I got to be careful what I say because of the public eye. But I'll say one thing right now. If I was carving for 25 years and talk like that, I would be a much better carver. I'm not saying than him, but I would be a much better carver. That's all. Carry on. Change of subject. Here's a little thin piece of cottonwood bark. Very carvable, but not for me. I don't have much bark. I got maybe like 10 pieces. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. It's okay though. I found those pieces when I first pulled up, so don't have to carry it all the way back. I think Ben's Studio on the Lakes Whale Challenge is over tomorrow. Today is the 14th. Tomorrow is the 15th. He said it was the 15th, so I didn't get time to do it. I know it seems like I've been super busy just doing nothing but carving, but no, actually that's not the truth. I've been super busy doing absolutely nothing. Just kidding. I've been busy doing real life people stuff. Too many cracks. But they're just surface cracks too. Another thing too is when I first started wood carving, and if my piece started cracking, I'm talking about just like a little tiny crack, I think, oh, it's a piece of junk, it's garbage, it's no good, it's got a crack. Tell one of my friends, says, Jordy, it's wood. Wood cracks. It looks natural, cracked. It doesn't look like a piece that's made in a factory. So then, see the crab's teeth, the crab's beak there. That's pretty neat. You know, crabs, if you go out in the ocean, you get Dungeness crabs. I'm gonna have to put the camera in the oh boy, somebody else is there. Why me? If you get your crab when it's alive and you go like this and you rub right, so there's the two eyes, and you rub right between the eyes, like you hold it like this. However, under here you'd hold it like this, and you rub right between the eyes. The crab goes docile, like it settles down, doesn't try to pinch you. Anyways, look at this cool piece. Look how, I'm gonna sit down here for a minute. But look at it, it's all hollow. It's all hollow in here. You could sure do an awesome, awesome, awesome light carving with this piece. Like put a light inside there and carve something on the face. I'm gonna move it out of here when I'm done sitting down taking my break. Show you guys what I mean. Too bad it's so far down, because I possibly even take it. Look how big it is. I put my hand there for reference. And that's all rotten inside there. There's nothing in there. It's pretty well cleaned out. Might go to my other spot, drive back and across the road, go see what's. I just want to be out here, get some sun on my face. I'm gonna pull this piece out. I'll set the tripod up. Mic working? Can't tell me that's not cool. So like, you flip it over, you saw this piece, you cut this flat, you mount it to a piece of like a cedar board, then you can stand it up, put a light in there, and carve a cool face on the other side and have some negative space, and then the light will shine through the negative space. Or you could just like cut it off right here and put plants in here. You know, it's just a neat piece. I love this is why I love coming out here. I'm gonna put the camera back on the tripod again and see. Is that filming that way? Oh yeah, it's solid. So you just cut it straight here on the bottom. You mount it on a board. Then you can carve. You can carve even flowers here or whatever you wanted to do. And the light will shine through. I'm so far away. See where that bus is? I'm so far away down there. Where that bus just turned? Right there where that white thing, you see that sign? That's where I'm parked. So, you know, it's just another project. But I like projects. I just don't like carving every day. I like doing different things and mixing it up. Putting lights in things and... Oops. It's so cool. Even... Don't know if the... Yeah, it's rotten all the way up there, too. The hole in there goes way up in there. Let's see. I'm going to find a stick and see how far the hole goes. I don't know if you guys are even watching this. Maybe this is just boring for you, but it's like I'm talking to you guys and you guys aren't even here. Does that make sense? So let's see here. I don't know what you can see, but I'm going to put that stick in there and see how... Oh yeah, it goes way up. Oh man. It goes right to the end of the stick. It's all rotten. This whole thing's rotten inside. So I could cut it here, and then I could get a light, carve this and get a light inside there too. It's not rotten at the top. Man, I don't know. I'd have to carry it to where I pull out from the parking lot, which is over there, and then pull out from the parking lot and quickly throw it in the back of my car. But I'm telling you right now, I could make something super special with that. Then I gotta, first of all, I gotta go get my chainsaw. Or maybe I could park right here. Yeah, but there's no exit from the parking lot up there. I don't know. Better just move on. Pisses me off is what it does. My mic working? Yeah, I know I'm going to see it on the way back. Look at this piece. I thought it was a whalebone for a minute. Thought this was a dinosaur bone for a minute. Look, Mom, I found a dinosaur bone. I got to think of a plan here. I'm getting that piece of wood. Pretty well at the end of the line. Let's do. That's how close I am. I don't want to get too close to fair. I don't want to get shit. But then again, it's fun getting shit once in a while. Makes you feel bad. Then it makes you feel good. Then it makes you feel bad again. So yeah, I pretty well come to the end of the line here. There's no wood down here anyways, but I seen that root burrow there. You guys can see it. But I'm not taking that. It's just like a... Anyways, I'm taking that piece. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift it up over the rocks alongside the road on the curb. I'm gonna drive it all the way through here by the ferry where people pick people up. I'm gonna drive out and I'm gonna have the piece sticking out on the curb so I can see it. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna quickly throw it in the back of the car. If that dude can, I'll just make sure ferry's not unloading. If that dude can friggin' tell me, stop and talk about a golf tournament and park there, why can't I friggin' get a piece of wood there? So that's what I'm gonna do. Yep. Jordy gets. Haha, Jordy gets. We got a crabbing boat out there. See how well we can zoom in. Can I zoom in any more? Jordy gets. Okay, so once again, my plan is pick this whole log up, put it over my shoulder, climb the rocks, put it on the curb, walk back, get my truck, get those one of those pieces of wood that I found earlier to carve at home, drop this off at my carving tent, and just get shit done. Get shit done. First of all, I'm gonna take a break because the ferry is unloading, and well, I don't know, I just don't want to do it when the ferry is unloading. I see a neat piece of wood here. I already tried to grab that piece out of there before, I think, already. Yeah, this is a neat root piece. Is my mic working? Number one. Got to number two, make sure your mic doesn't fall off. Number three. Oh yeah, yeah, it's unloading. I'm gonna take a break here. Stand by. Oh well, I didn't bring my cigarettes down here with me, so I can't wait any longer. I don't care. I don't care who sees this maniac grabbing this hollow log off the beach. I just don't care. Oh. It's kind of heavier than I thought. And there's a lot of shit in there. Hey, what's that? My mic working? Normally I just put this in. Oh, I gotta make sure that this is on film. Oh yeah. Get it done. Just get it done. I don't know who wrote that, but it was me. If it was me, I would have wrote shit on it. Get shit done. Okay, where's that log? Okay. Is that a good approach, Jordy? Will it fall off the log? Can people see you? Let's try another approach. And sit on the log. And take a little break. Because you deserve it. Okay, so let's find a different approach. Let's try here. Let's try resting it on this thing. There we go. There we go. There's the log right there. Okay, let's go get this. It's heavier than I thought. Getting rid of all the shit in there. You don't know if critters live in there. I'm gonna carry it this way because I can come out right here. And anyways, I'm gonna put it this way a bit, about 30 feet. Okay. What the hell is that? What the hell was that? A bunny or something? Something in the bushes up here. I don't know if my microphone's working, but this won't be so bad. So now I gotta go back, choose which piece I want to carve when I get home for a wood spirit. I don't even know if this is still filming. Okay, so it's set up. So it's great news. So I pull out, when I come out of here, I can pull out right there. Right here where the road is. I'll stop on the other side of the road. The piece is on this side of the road. I'll just run across the road, grab it, and throw it in the back of my car and then get out of here. So I'm going to go back and get these pieces. Anyways, I don't know if that was on camera or not. Carrying that up there while rolling it over. I could have put it on my shoulder, but I was like, screw it. And hope everybody's doing great. It's summertime. Get out of the house, have a good time. Enjoy your life. Don't get led into the darkness. That sucks. It's hard to get out of, but you can do it. See, because I didn't put a marker out, I don't know where that piece of wood with the that has the injury on it is. I know it was wet anyway, so I'm not really too worried if I don't find it, because I got that real nice piece of first growth cedar that I found when I first got here. I'm not a huge fan of climbing over these rocks. I got to be careful. Well, we all have to be careful, but you guys know what I mean. Looks like a piece of arbutus there. It is. Oh, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I don't know what it is. That's how my mind works. It's there. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Look at it. It's right there. No, it's not. It's there. I promise you, it's there. It's not freaking there. Okay, well, maybe it's there, but it's not. But it is. There's that root piece. I don't know. Neat piece, but what do you do with it? Could be a garden hose. Cut it here. It could be another garden hose holder. Anyways, it's there. No, it's not. It's right there. I don't see it. It's not there. I think, yeah, here it is. This is the... Oh, my knees. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was a repaired piece of wood. Here's this burl thing. See a bug hole in there. This is pretty shitty wood to carve, even if it's dry. I know it's cottonwood because the cottonwood, if it floats around the ocean for a while, it gets some pink colors in it. See those pink colors? So it's a pretty shitty piece of wood. I don't know where that other piece is, but I can see my marker set up down there to get the other piece that I first found, so that's good. Beach find. Look at this beach find. It's actually a pretty good hat. Take it home, put it in the washer. It's got a fish on it. Anyways, I'm not keeping it. Beauty day. Tide's going out. I can hear sea lions out there because the salmon are coming in. Can you guys hear that? Probably not, but they're on the other side of that breaker thing. Anyways, so I walked past that damaged, repaired piece of wood, but I left this one here. I'm parked right up there. Oh man, legs are burning. So this one I could take, but I don't know what I'd carve on that. Could carve a koi fish, but it wouldn't sit on the wall. That wouldn't sit on the wall that good. So here's this other one here. See how I got my marker? Boom. I know where it is. Now, if I would have used a marker for that other piece of wood, I would have found it on the way back, but I walked right past it because your eyes are wandering. Here's a nice old, whoa, cedar log. Walking on. Boom. Marker. Piece of wood. Yeah, this is going to have more than one wood spirit on it, that's for sure. This is a doozy. That's what this one is. Okay, let's go get that other piece of wood. Doozy! It's a doozy! Every time you park at the BC ferries and you don't get a ticket for not paying for parking is a good day. Okay, so I'm just going to move some saws over. So when I pull up to the thing, boom, throw it in and out of there. Just like that, Jordy Gets. Let's go get Jordy Gets. Oh, there's the parking ticket dude too. Yep, there he is. Look at this. Just in the nick of time. See him? Anyways, let's get the hell out of here. I just got to go up here a bit. Careful here, this is where trucks use. I wish I was on the ferry going to the island. Is mic on? Yep. Okay, so I got to pull up over around here. I'll put my camera on the thing, on the hood, and open the hatch and hopefully not get yelled at. But there's lots of room. I'm going to park right here. Okay. I'm going to open the back. Now go, Jordy, go. Oh, it's a backbreaker. See, I had to get it in between the two seats. That's it. Jordy Gets. I'm gonna have to go home and carve some wood spirits now. See you later, everybody. I gotta get the hell out of here. Jordy Gets! Jordy Gets! Look at this. We got two carvings for two different sets of lights. Oh, look at all the farmers in there. I don't know if you guys can see, but lots of stuff hiding up inside that hole. See the hole up in there? So, you could always later on let this dry out because that stuff's pretty wet. Let it dry out and have a little fire inside there to burn stuff out. So I don't know. I'm just going to put it in the tent. And until I figure out what I'm going to do with it. Here's the owl that I carved yesterday. I'll show you guys a close-up of it. Still got to put detail on it, but I'm pretty proud of this one because the screws, I'm not taking this apart. The mountains I gotta fix up. I carved those a couple days ago, but the screws, the timber screws go way in here, right? Like up here, way inside, so I couldn't carve the owl out. I had to leave this on. So I took my time and I did this in about an hour and a half. I'm going to give this one real eyes by the glass eyes. It's the wings. See, I'm happy. I just took my time. You know, I wasn't filming for YouTube, so I could take my time, I could concentrate and try and make everything equal. So that might be one of my best owls so far. So on this one, I just put this up here to hide the end grain so it doesn't crack as much. This one is going to be all vines. So you can see there's vines up there and there's leaves. A leaf here, leaf here. See? So I got to come here, spend a good few hours cleaning all inside up here with the die grinder. This is just chainsaw work now, so. And I thought it would be good to leave this flat for somebody can put their beer on there or their pop or coffee or whatever. So there's vines on that, and then there's vines down here too, and the vine comes up here. Still got to sand all this, and much easier to make a bench when it's apart, then put it together after. But this is my first bench, so this is going to get sea-tolled when I'm done it. Okay, now I'm going to carry that piece into the tent and go carve that, Dremel carve that friggin' piece of cedar I got for wood spirits. Part 2 will be the day after this video.